Hello to everybody. Welcome to this special Solstice Vigil video. Although the audience tonight is, in terms of people in presence, and one cat, I'll just mention there's a cat in the room. So many others will be joining us in virtual time. There is Kairos time, there is Chronos time, but we are very much, as we begin these videos and go forward with this night's celebration of solstice, we are in Kairos time. So for those of you who weren't able to come aboard on this eve before solstice, we very much are part of a wonderful group together. So delighted that you're here. I'm speaking to you on this evening from a very special corner of the world where I have been blessed to call home for 10 years now. So this is, I moved in literally right before solstice of that year in 2013. So it's especially magical. And we find ourselves in the idea of Kairos time here again. And when I say we, it is all of us together. It is the elementals that accompany us, no matter where we live, no matter how urban, suburban, or rural. So we appreciate their partaking of this sacred night and of these energies that bring forth such fascination for many. What is solstice? Certainly celebration for those who are more attuned to it and perhaps have had the opportunity to be with others on this night. There is never a problem if there's no one else to come together with you in the sense of being a solitary celebrant, because again, I mentioned, we have the beautiful ones of the earth with us. We have our guides. We have the elementals of the land, and we have the ancestors. So all of them are with us individually. All of them are with us in this circle as we begin it tonight. So what our focus will be for our observation and celebration and entering a time of meditation, I will share with you now. Trusting that it has come into view. What was clear from the beginning, my guides suggesting things that would be a focus for this evening, and the labyrinth, the design, the walkway, you can clearly see a path walked in the snow. Labyrinth was indeed to be part of the celebration. The one you see before you is one at a place I lived in until 2000. Well, let's see, I should probably update that. 2009, I'll just put it there. And this was in my backyard. I had a wonderful labyrinth that under the snow was paths, grass paths with bricks that lined the walking path. And this photo, I'm happy to tell you, pleased to tell you, was taken 3 days before the winter solstice in 2009. And as we move into a time of reflection and quiet, well, there'll be some guidance for sure about why the labyrinth and our journey upon it. But if you're not familiar with this particular labyrinth style, this one is the more ancient walking path that spirals to middle. You get a sense of where the middle, I think, is by looking at it there, and the path coming right to that end point. That is the center of this labyrinth. It's the 8th circuit, or the Cretan labyrinth. It's so beautiful. It's so very easy to literally lay out in some fashion, whether with ropes, as I did originally. If you're by the seashore, you can trace it into the sand. It's a very user-friendly, available labyrinth. Labyrinth, and then many of you will be familiar with the more sacred geometry one called the Chart Labyrinth, and I'm sure there's so many of you who have walked that path as well. But we'll be taking a virtual walk together on a labyrinth as we move into the celebration and vigil of 2023's solstice. So I'll leave the photo up here while we do that. And whether you do it as an open-eyed meditation or whether you close it, it will be shining out its energies to you as labyrinths do. Reaching this point in any year, and speaking now of probably the majority, maybe all who come to this video, dwellers of the Northern Hemisphere, we're moving into winter, into well, it's become very dark as we move towards the shortest day, longest night. But the labyrinth offers, no matter what time of year, it's a portal. I have experienced as such. And I invite you to think of it as that. And the solstice is its own portal, carrying us into the winter months. So if that is something that assists you in whatever way during this upcoming time together that we share, I invite you to remember that this is indeed part of its allurement to people to come and take a walk upon its pathways. As we move into this time, taking a few minutes and just a moment, I just want to go over a little bit of housekeeping, only to have it be as clear as possible as we move through. So we will certainly be in a meditation energy. And I will, at the end, after a period of quiet, to do the reflection that I will be suggesting, making sure that I bring you back to where it is you are sitting and bring you back into, again, a conscious awareness of yourself as a participant in this evening's vigil together. And we will definitely be growing our circle with more than just the human part, but I'll mention that as we move into this time. And so being aware that no matter how far into the meditation you go, I will call us back. This is always the important thing to do when one has been in a meditation time, one with another. So with that said, I invite you now to get more comfortably seated, wherever it is you are in your home. And simply let your shoulders relax. I would suggest, at least for a little bit here, to close your eyes. Become aware of your breath. Let it quiet, to come into a rhythm that suits you. But breathing in for some breaths together in through your nose easily, and think of it as breathing into your heart. Holding it for just a breath, I guess I would say a space, and then exhaling through your mouth. Just an easy breath in, and think of us all breathing in together now, just easily in. And then out easily but fully. Breathe in again at a pace which is quiet and calm and comfortable for you. As we take time to breathe and center into this time of solstice eve. All of us in this beautiful circle of human connection, and with that of the others who are joining us now in the metaphysical sense of our guides, our ancestors, whether they be of our personal genetic lineage or certainly those of the land in which we live, in which we dwell. Let us take a moment to thank and be aware of the ancient ones of the land where we reside. We may not know their name properly, but they are very present to us on this night of solstice, when they too would have gathered with one another to feel and welcome and celebrate these energies. Welcome to those beautiful ones who are the ancients. Let us find ourselves now, human, elementals, our guides, our ancestors, those who have moved on before us, who are of our family and friends who are family of that connection. Let us invite them to be with us now. Feel their presence behind you or maybe to each side. And we give thanks for all who have joined and are joining us now. In your heart's space now, let us breathe once more and center ourselves between earth and sky. Let your heart open to the energies of the above. Let us find ourselves in a clearing, a winter's night, but not cold enough to make us uncomfortable in any way. Simply the pleasantness of the brisk air, properly clothed to enjoy it. And as we stand together in the clearing, before us this labyrinth, feel above you and look up to see the beautiful night's sky. The ground with the snow and the snow on the branches gives its own light in addition to the stars which shine and sparkle above. Let us bring down this beautiful celestial energy down through our crown chakra, our third eye, our throat chakra, and down into our heart. Feel this beautiful energy that we are connected to and bring it into and celebrate it with your heart's light. Now let this beautiful energy drop down through your torso, through the lower chakras, through your legs, through the feet, your soles of your feet, and down through your Earth Star chakra. This beautiful energy from above to your heart, and now descending to a beautiful point below you, your connecting point to Gaia, to Mother Earth. Feel that beautiful energy cascading down through you, through this beautiful rootedness that we have to Mother Earth. No matter whether we are standing now here in this clearing, so feel as we're standing together with one another, this beautiful connection, heaven to you, to Earth. Mother Earth, gratitude expressed to you as this energy flows back up through your roots, now to your heart again, and up to the sky. And feel how it is that we are this beautiful bridge between heaven and earth and sky. Take a moment now to look around this clearing where we are all gathered and see the standing ones, our tree friends, the neighbors that are here with us in this place, many of which have shed their leaves and are quiet and in their winter time of deep rest. But around them and through the woodlands, we can see the pine trees holding the snow, and their energies more lively and available as we celebrate to be here amongst this beautiful community of the woods and of this magic night of which they too are all aware. And as you look into the woods around us, you may see indeed the creatures who call this place home and are here in the night with us. Some of them who are not as shy as others may come to the edge of the woods as we spend more time together on this night of solstice. They are themselves so keenly aware of the dark and of the light and of the play of the changing of these as we move further into the light of the coming solstice sun and of the days of lengthening light which follow. Now let's bring our attention back as we are here with one another, gathered in, say, a half circle. You might see us in a different configuration, but we're standing around the edges of the labyrinth. We see where the path is into which we will enter. We will make this a quiet walk. And do not at all worry about whether you think it's a path you'll remember, because your feet will know the way and your heart and spirit's light will guide you. Before we step onto the path, we are going to recognize and dedicate this time of reflection, of soul pondering. We're dedicating this time together in the labyrinth to the reindeer goddess, the ancient one whose stories have come down to us through all of many, many millennia. And it is she, with her reindeer pulling her sled, that has become someone we know by more familiar name of Saint Nicholas. But it is she whose story is the seed and the ancestress of what we have in this time of Yule. Joining us too and blessing this walk are three other beautiful feminine energies. One is Mother Mary, one is White Buffalo Calf Woman, and one is Nematona. Nematona is the protector and guide of the labyrinth. She will greet you as you step onto the path, and when you return, she will hold out to you a candle as you return from your walk. Mother Mary, White Buffalo Calf Woman, and the reindeer goddess take up positions around the labyrinth, holding the space, holding these energies as we begin our walk. When you come to the center of the labyrinth, leaving behind all that is no longer of need or use or value, you may carry into the labyrinth a question, something that will be something that you are seeking information, answer to, and in the labyrinth center, some message will await you of the seeking that you have on this almost longest night of the year. There is a small flame at the center that will indicate to you when you reach this part of our walk with one another. So we'll take a breath now, and when you feel ready to do so, step onto the curving spiral path of this beautiful labyrinth of this sacred, powerful night. And simply follow your footsteps. Your feet will lead you through its curves to the center. When I join you there, I will have something other to share. Let us take time now to journey on the labyrinth. You have reached perhaps the halfway point of the walk. It will lead you on the longest path around the edge of the labyrinth. And as you move along its snowy path, be aware and look around into the woods that holds us here in this clearing. You are finding your way to the final curves, and you will join with one another in the labyrinth's center point. And we will take time there to be in close communion one with another and with the night. And again, your steps, your guidance is unerring. Simply move with the grace of this night into the center of this beautiful labyrinth. Now we are here. Feel your own center, your own heart center. Feel how it connects deeply with the center of this sacred spiral. Heart to heart, we are here, one with another. Remember the energies that link us, earth to sky, heaven to earth, and look up again into the heavens. And now we are aware that flying silently out of the woods towards us is a beautiful snowy owl coming to be with us. It circles around us, around the labyrinth. Its quiet wings, its wings quiet in the air. It begins to simply take in all of us. It is pleased to join us. It is bringing each of us a blessing of its grace, of its mystery, of its magic. It is bringing a gift of meaning to each of us. Be open to these gifts brought by this beautiful creature and allow them to simply anchor with you. A last beautiful flight around us, and silently, majestically, it flies off again into the dark of this night, into the dark of the woods. We will now, thanking this labyrinth center, begin to, in what fashion allows us to do so without concern for there's never a wrong way to walk a labyrinth. So we will now retrace our steps, retrace these spiral paths, and return to the entry place, now the exit. And as you make your way back and to this exit, there is waiting a most wonderful woman in description that will be that which is right for you, but a very tall, marvelously arrayed woman in her guise who is Nemetona. She will hold out to you an unlit candle. And as you take the candle, move to a part of the circle around the edge of the labyrinth, and a light will be passed to you to light this candle. I believe Nemetona is going to light that candle for you. She's correcting my impression. So let us return now through these paths in their spiral fashion, coming to be greeted by Nemetona, handing us a lighted candle. Step to a place, and we will have a circle of light growing around the perimeter of this labyrinth. Let us do that now. Momentana has handed you a small candle. It is lit. It is comfortable to hold it in your hands. And you are taking your place around the edge of the labyrinth with all of us gathered here this night. And when the last of us, maybe it's you, reaches the edge, and it could be, it's wonderful to be that person final to the path. And I definitely feel there is one of you who will know this is true for you. You bow towards Nematona. She hands the candle to you. And you walk to the open spot waiting for you around the labyrinth. Let us enjoy the beautiful circle of light that we are. See and enjoy the sight of one another's faces lit by the candle. This light growing in the darkness, echoing the coming light of dawn. See how it is that the clearing where we are with the labyrinth and one another, how it has become a glow with this light. Feel now how it is that our circle is joining circle upon gathering upon circle around the globe, around this beautiful planet, gathering as we have and are to celebrate the return of the light. We are connected by light. We are connected heart to heart. We are connected soul to soul. Here in this circle, and the energy of what we have built is joining that with all of the other circles of light, of ceremony, of celebration of solstice, loving energies. Let us connect them to these groups, and as this web of light and love grows, let us send forth our prayers, our hopes, our desires for peace. Let us build a crescendo of love, a crescendo of light. For peace, for the cessation of conflict, for the relief of those in harm's way, in fear, in any trauma of these conflicts still too common upon this planet. Let us pulse forth another wave of love, of light, of hope. Come back to the circle now, here in the clearing. Gaze into the light of the candle that you have been holding, enjoying the presence of all in this circle, this beautiful gathering, this beautiful connection that we share one with another on this eve of solstice. And before we return to the everyday world, here is a poem written by Susan Cooper for this very night, the shortest day. So the shortest day came, and the year died, and everywhere down the centuries of the snow-white world came people singing, dancing to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their home with evergreens. They burned beseeching fires all night long to keep the year alive. And when the New Year's sunshine blazed awake, they shouted, reveling. Through all the frosty ages, you can hear the echoing behind us. Listen. All the long echoes sing the same delight this shortest day. As promise wakens in the sleeping land, they carol, feast, give thanks, and dearly love their friends and hope for peace. And so do we, here, now, this year and every year. Welcome, Yule. A last look around our beautiful circle. Thanks to the beautiful labyrinth before us in the snow. A thanks to the ancestors of our lands, a thanks to our ancestors, their echoing presence, so very real and vivid to us this night. To the elementals, to the beings of this beautiful land, and to our guides and to one another, a final thanks and gratitude. Breathe in now, more consciously feel yourself in present time, the Chronos time through which we mostly live our lives. You might have a last look into this beautiful clearing and then thanking all, sitting back now more completely where it is that you are in your home, your place. And I would like to, as we prepare to depart from one another, share one final image. And that is this beautiful poem of Susan Cooper's. So having it here for you, that will give an opportunity beyond this time together to return and read it once more. So again, wiggle those toes a little bit so that you are consciously back into yourself. That is the body that carries you so wonderfully through all of your days. It is wonderful to have shared the time we have. On this Solstice Eve, I am definitely goosebumped with delight at what it is that we have shared, your presence with me and with my companions of this particular night, the 20th of December, 2023. But I'm joining you no matter when it is that you play this recording and join us all. It has been an absolutely wonderful time, one with another. So with that, I will bid you good night and make sure that I am exiting in a way it's leave it to Zoom to have hidden this, but I am certainly delighted that we have had this time together. So with that, I thank you. Oh, okay, I see what I need to do. There's always a new learning curve, but I thank you all so very much being here tonight, one with another. It has been a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor. The best of holidays to you. And we'll see you in the new year. Take good care. Goodbye for now.